Welcome back, friends of the blade. This old sword is with you, and as we come to a close in the good old year, was it good, of 2022, a new knife appears. Fresh in from White Mountain Knives, I've had a day or two to play with it. This is the Maxace Rock. The Rock. You like the Rock? Yeah, I think he's a cool action figure. This may be too, depending upon what you decide to do with it. It is a well-made and interesting knife, and in keeping with Maxace, it is a large knife with a 4-inch blade just shy of it, titanium bolsters, steel, and we're going to check that. Yep, steel liners. And although it's got all the appearance of a frame lock, it's actually a liner lock. And let me tell you, that is a robust liner. Let me give you a peek. You can see that down in there. You see the thickness of that liner engaging the blade. And speaking of the blade, it's M390. Premium steel. We have a high slicey grind with a Persian influence trailing point. Haven't seen too many of these from Maxace. Maybe there have been one or two. Most of their knives haven't been trailing points. They've been many other designs. And as with a lot of the folding Persians, we've got a really comfortable and interesting setup here of finger and thumb. So you're pinching it with the thumb forward and roll the rest of the handle into the hand. Let's see if I can back up just a little. And it holds quite comfortably. Now, you can square up on it to a hammer grip. It's not quite as comfortable as the cross palm grip or saber grip. They give you a good choil here, which is kind of incorporating in the front of the guard flipper tab. Looking at the way they set the heel of that blade, it looks like it's not going to poke you. But you always have to be careful. Somebody commented recently about the whole idea of a finger choil on folding knives being kind of not useful and ridiculous. And that, if you wanted to do detail work, you'd do it this way. I think there's still a purpose for the choil on some knives. I don't know that you 100% need it. You can hold it back here. And speaking of detail work, with this style blade, you've got to get up to about there before you can use the point. So, may not be your best utility blade. However, for slicing, it certainly is. You've got a nice, even, gradual belly there. This comes in several different handle materials. I chose the kind of a neutral brown-green micarta because they do a good job with it. It is a quality micarta. It's not like all kinds of threads coming out all over the place like you see on some micarta. And I hesitated. Was I going to get the black G10? Was I going to get, I think, the blue bolster with the white micarta? Don't really care for that. This one just seemed nice. It seemed businesslike. It seemed maybe a little outdoorsy, but I think this color and the gray titanium bolster that's been stonewashed fit very well together. The blade has a mild stonewash on it. Beautiful swedge. Just nice lines. Got that S-curve thing going on with the drop of the handle and the raise of the point. And yes, it is both. Now here's the thing. It does catch on the detent right about there. A little late, I think. Right there. But it goes over that hump pretty well. And once you do, it drops shut. As I was going to say, you've got some really nicely done thumb studs. Fire it out without any problem. You've got certainly a big flipper tab. I don't think it stands too proud, but just very easy to fire that. Very, very easy. And I got to keep getting over that detent hump. You can light switch it, which I just did. Can you push button it? Yeah, you actually can. You don't get as much momentum going, but there you go. Yeah. If you want to, you can play with it and do that. I'm going to get some measurements in a moment, but let's take a look at the clip. Very reminiscent of so many other Maxace clips, except for some of their high-end titaniums. We've got a folded metal clip that is not deep carry, that leaves you with about an inch out of the pocket. And it's not the most attractive looking clip, but they did match the color here to the titanium. And is it? Yeah. Well, that, yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah, there's the steel. I think it's titanium, because I'm not getting as strong a attraction with the magnet to that as I am to the liner. So we're going to call that a titanium clip, even though for the world of me it looks like a steel clip. It's really not. So we're going to call that titanium, folks. If I'm wrong, let me know if you have one and you know better. As I said, measurements. So we got an idea of the size of this beast. And it ain't short. 9 1/4 inches overall. And just shy, call it 3.95 to the bolster right there. Cutting edge, about the same, like a 3.9. And some of the thicknesses. So the blade stock in millimeters, 3.8. Blade stock in inches, we've got 0.15. Handle thickness in the middle, 0.63. With a weight, and let's see how long we need to wait for the weight. Not at all. 6.62 ounces. Not a lightweight knife, but not a small knife. Wondering if they have weight relieving. We didn't look at that. Ooh, I see some stuff in there. Yeah, we got a whole bridge work going on in there. Lots of weight relieving right through the steel liner to the underside of the handle scale. And we got a little bit going on up here on the liner side. Again, look how thick the liner is. You can't really see it where they chamfered it and did a little jimping there, but you can see the thickness right there. That's the liner. So for a lockup, we've got about 25%, it would appear. And easy to disengage, except again, keep it disengaged as you close it so you get past that hump. Great action. Nice lockup. Extremely solid. Nothing's moving. No lock rock, no blade play. So how does it compare to another Persian styled knife? Here is the Reich Lamella, one of my favorites for 2022. It is a beautiful knife. It is a class act. It's got that shell on the back that makes it look like an integral. It has a 20CV blade, which is really I think it's the Carpenter equivalent of M390. The mixture of elements is almost identical, I'm told. So whether you're going 20CV or whether you're going M390, your preference. These are exactly, maybe not exactly, I'm trying to look overhead here. I'd say the rock is slightly longer. And the blades are identical. Got a liner on this one too, which is interesting. Very, very smooth. This is a little bit smoother. How about sizing it up against the Sandstorm K by Maxace? Does anything outsize the Sandstorm K in the Maxace line? I don't think so. We've got a good inch longer overall and about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch longer blade. What is the blade on this guy? It is at least 4, it's like a 4.35. So it is a big, big boy. That's no small knife, but this is bigger. And it is smooth. Got that double lock going over here. What do you get in the box? That's interesting. And they've got these very nice drawer style boxes these days with no pouch from Maxace. Okay, it's a really solid, substantial box. They give you this cover card here that's got nothing on the back. But inside, we have a microfiber cloth, it would appear. But look at all the hardware. You get a full hardware replacement. When would I lose all the hardware in the knife? I guess it's possible, but you've got a replacement for just about every screw, every pivot, every tube. Pretty cool. Do we have anything else? No patches, no stickers. Anywho, that is the Maxace Rock. I think it rocks. It is a solid knife, and they're not coming in too expensive. I think about 170 or so at White Mountain. I don't have my phone nearby. There will be a link in the description. But I think they are coming in around like 175 or so. And I'm not sure if they're sold out yet, but you can get this one, the micarta. You can get the black G10. You can get the white G10 with the blue bolster. And he had already sold out of the carbon fiber model, which was a little pricier, about 20 bucks more. So there you go. Maxace Rock. It rocks. Shall we try a slice or two with it before we go? Yeah, why not? All right, slicey time. Ready? Oh, smooth. Oh, yeah. I mean, no drag. That is a sharp blade and piercy. Oh, that's one of the better ones I've had recently, I must say. They did a great job on that. Very, very nice. There's your branding. There's the rock. There's your Bowler M390. I like this one. I am glad I got this model. I don't regret not getting the maybe the carbon fiber or whatnot. But you decide. Your knife, your choice. Hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And by the way, Happy New Year coming right up. Hope it's a better one than 2022 for some of us. Be well. Take care.